Hey everybody, how are you doing? So I've prepared this video just to kind of showcase the Definitive Technology BP9020 towers, powered towers, paired up with a Marantz slimline receiver, the 5010. So I'm just gonna play a few tracks. They're copy royalty-free music so that I don't get shot down on YouTube. So I'll just play a few tracks so you can get a sense of what the Definitive Technology BP towers sound like. Right now, I'm recording with the Zoom H6, and I'm using the capsules that are on there. As you can see right there, the stereo capsules to record the audio. So it should be as close as possible to get the full experience. So I would suggest using some headphones so you can get an idea of, a better idea of what these speakers sound like. Although, the best way to really get an idea of how these speakers sound like is to actually go to something like Best Buy, Magnolia Theaters, and just ask them if they can play a few tracks for you so you can listen to them and not have to watch them through a video. But I'm trying to use the Zoom H6 field recorder to play some tracks here. I'm just going to jump in here. So, um, the receiver, like I said earlier, that I'm using is the Marantz SR1510, the slimline model. And It's a little tough to see, but I'll try to just zoom in here. So that is the receiver slash amplifier that I'm using. It definitely has a pretty warm tone, especially when you're listening to music. So I do appreciate that. So this is a 5.2 channel amplifier slash receiver. And I think, I don't even have a center channel right now. As you can probably see, let me just zoom out here. I don't have a center channel. The main purpose of this room is mostly for music. So that's why I have I'm trying out the BP9020s off to the sides there. So I'm mostly listening to music with these. And now I'm going to have another video with the Marantz receiver. And you do have a few sound modes that you can pick from. Now, I'm using Spotify obviously to stream this track, but I do listen to lossless audio, which is basically uncompressed audio, like FLAC files, which is pretty much, each file can get up to like 50 megs. I mean, because they're so they're not compressed like MP3 files are. You're gonna hear every single detail. So it's mostly like high res audio, which this receiver does support. And so that, like I mentioned, the different sound modes that you do have, and I'm gonna see if we'll display it on the TV right here. So let me just zoom in here. So right now, what you've been listening to let me see, it is in stereo mode. So it's coming out through the two towers right there. I do have some in-ceiling speakers, but I'm not using those right now. I just have it on stereo mode. And let's see if we can actually set the sound mode. There's actually something called pure mode. So Marantz supports pure, and then pure direct, and also direct. When you put it on direct, it does not shut off the other inputs. What it does is, when you select pure direct, what it does is it basically turns off the front screen in the display on the actual receiver itself. And let me just go ahead and put on that mode right now, and I'll play the same music. Again, you're not really going to notice a whole lot of difference, but when I change it to, and this might be better if you can see it on the screen, you see how it changed to direct? I'm going to press it again, and the screen is going to go blank. And you can see on the receiver itself, it said pure direct. And then what it does is it turns off all unnecessary components within the receiver. It does not do any sort of processing. So if you're using this for any sort of high res audio that you're streaming through the USB drive there, or I think Amazon HD does have some lossless audio streaming support that you can use. I like to put it in pure direct mode to eliminate any sort of unnecessary interference from other components within the receiver. So it shuts off all the other HDMI inputs. It only allows the mode that you're currently in. And right now I'm streaming through the Apple TV. I don't have any FLAC content to play through the USB that won't get flagged down from YouTube. So again, pure direct, no sort of processing. It's mainly used if you want to get the full direct audio without any sort of processing or any interference. So let's just continue to play some music.